Yo, what's up, you guys? So today we're talking about growing in photography on social media and how to go about it. I have a single tip that will help you out immensely if you're willing to watch the whole video. So run the intro and let's get at it. So as someone who has done graduate level work with statistics and research and survey data, I know for a fact that the following metric does not determine whether you're a good photographer or a bad photographer. And honestly, I don't need any of those things to know that same thing, but I think telling you that will to help you realize that it's true. And the reason is because that's a single metric, and even when you tie it to likes, comments, and shares, it still does not equate what you're able to do creatively. And I think a lot of people don't see that. They see the numbers and they see that their work is not hitting some number that they're thinking about, and because of that, they're not doing well in social media. So let me tell you what you should be doing instead. So first off, if you want to grow in social media, the very first thing you're going to have to do is stop worrying about that following number and start worrying about your community number. This is something that is unquantifiable because it is not a single piece of data. It is an entire amalgamation of all the things that is social media. This is someone who is going to comment, like, share, follow, tell their friends, share your stuff on their phone when they're sitting at work, and all of the different things that we do as humans socially. This is what community is. You need to be building this. So the question is, how do you go about doing that instead? So if you want to build the community, what you need to be doing is doing all the things that you hear all the time: posting consistently, being able to create consistently, following other people, commenting back, making sure that you're liking their stuff, all of those things, making friends, basically being a social human being on these apps. That's how you go about creating a following, because you're essentially not creating a following. You're creating a community that will not only stay with you on this platform, but hopefully others as well, because they like you for what you do, not just because they saw a viral video. And if you don't believe my argument against virality, here's a video in the card section where I'm basically talking about a TikTok that I made that got 2.4 million views. Now, this is something that did go viral in my opinion, and it got a lot of likes and a lot of shares, and I did get several hundred followers from it, but it did not send me into just pop stardom because of some TikTok that went viral. So I don't think this is what you should be banking on when we're talking about growing that community. Instead, there's another idea that I think you should think about, and it's from a David Manning video. If you don't know who David Manning is, he's a wedding photographer, and he's also a YouTuber here on YouTube, and he makes tons of great content. But I want to link a video down below where he's actually talking about growing his channel to over 200,000 people, which is really awesome. But how he did it, he basically says, is he focused on inputs rather than outputs, things that he could control versus things he couldn't. Things like how many videos he puts out in a certain amount of time versus how many views they get. This makes total sense because you can control how many videos you put out and the quality you put out versus how many people subscribe to your channel or follow you or like your content after the fact once you've put it out. Those are things you can't control. So in short, stop worrying about that following count and worry about the community, because that's where it counts, if you know what I'm saying. So I hope this helps you out with growing in the social platforms, and I hope you'll join my community here on YouTube by hitting that follow button and letting me know that this resonates with you and that you want to communicate with me. And also, if you want to, make sure you leave a comment. Let me know some tips and tricks that you've used in growing your social medias, or things that haven't worked and maybe you'd like to try elsewhere. Let me know all of that in the comments below. Also, if you want to, you can follow me on TikTok and Twitter, because I'm at those all the time, daily, all the time, because I'm an absolute addict with both of those. So if you want to hit me up there, you can do that as well. And with that, I give you my typical, and I hope you will come back and leave me a comment and let me know how this worked out for you. Peace out, guys.